What is power? Can it be good? And more importantly, how do I get it?
Power resides where men believe it resides. It's a trick, a shadow on the wall. And a very small man can cast a very large shadow.
Yeah, I don't think so. But today, the Cool Story Bro will be going over one of his favorite books of all time, The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. In this video, you'll learn what power is and how to use it properly. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Back on fire, got my rims and my drop top spinning. Cool story, bro. House worth more than $1 million. Cool story, bro. Girl hotter than Jessica Simpson. Cool story, bro.
In the 48 Laws of Power, Greene explains that everyone wants power, as it gives us a degree of control over ourselves and a sense of satisfaction. Rather than hiding it, Greene says we should embrace this and follow his rules to use it properly. This book is really near and dear to my heart because it really helped me a while back. I was going to school, writing, going to work, and really giving 100%. But no matter how much effort I put in, I was still missing something. I felt like I was talented and deserved more recognition, but I didn't know how to get it. After reading the 48 Laws of Power, I got that recognition and so much more. This book can help you with your work life, your school, your family, and even your personal life. But since it's such a long book, I'll be giving the most important 10 rules. If you guys like this video, I'll make another one. Law 1. Never outshine the master. This means that you should make people, especially those above you, feel better about themselves, and certainly not threatened by your talent. Newsflash, people don't like to be around you because you're so freaking talented. It's because you make them feel safe and secure, and sometimes superior. Violators of this law often brag or make others feel threatened, and usually end up being very lonely. The people that feel the need to show off their skills to their superiors, instructing their boss or teachers on how to work better, don't get very far. To follow this law in your life, give out some sincere compliments and people feel good about themselves. Don't hide your talents, but don't wave them in other people's faces either. You'll find people like you a whole lot more when you're humble, and you'll certainly be a lot more powerful. Law 2. Never put too much trust in friends and learn how to use enemies. Law 2 might sound a little evil, but Greene is really just saying that you shouldn't put blind trust in your friends, especially when business or work is involved. In a falling out or business dispute, friends will probably be the first ones to betray you, and they can often go years silently resenting you, waiting for that chance to take credit for your work. Think about Mark Zuckerberg. Anyway, hiring a former enemy will make him more loyal than a friend because he has a lot more to prove. In fact, you have more to fear from your friends than your enemies. Keep your personal life and your business life separate. Law 3. Conceal your intentions. Never be too obvious in your motives, and in no circumstances ever really state what you want. Keep your competition off balance and in the dark, but never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you're up to, they can't defend against you. When people know what they want, they can try to manipulate you or get whatever you're after first. But if you keep quiet, you'll be a lot more effective. Law 4. Always say less than necessary. What Greene is saying is don't just wait for your turn to talk in the conversation. Actually listen. When you're trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear, and the less control you have over the situation. Even if you're saying something boring, it will seem original if you're quiet and vague, open-ended and mysterious. You'll also learn a lot more about other people when listening, and it'll make you a lot more well-liked. People will be amazed that you remember tiny details about their life if you just pay attention. Become a good listener, become good with power. Law 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is critical for power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once you lose reputation, however, you're vulnerable and usually don't do very well. Greene gives us the story of a famous Chinese general, renowned for his clever surprise attacks. When the general was cornered in a city with no army, certain to die, he decided to dress like a monk and walk up to the enemy forces. Although he had no plan, the army just turned around and left when they saw him, because they were certain the general had some brilliant scheme or plan they couldn't understand. His reputation for cunning was so good, it turned the army straight around. That's how powerful reputation is. Learn how to cultivate it, and you'll be powerful. Law 6. Court attention at all costs. According to Greene, what is unseen counts for nothing. Never let yourself get lost in the crowd. Always stand out. Great celebrities, artists, and politicians know that no publicity is bad publicity. As long as you're putting work out, movies, or racy tabloids, people talk about you and you get noticed. Stand out and you'll be powerful. Law 7. Get others to work for you, but always take credit. This can be a really confusing law, especially because Greene makes it sound really evil. And Greene does this a lot. He tries to make his laws seem really schemy and sneaky. But this isn't really what he means. He's just trying to get his book sold. It makes it seem more edgy and just gets it in the shelves. Most of Greene laws, I think, make life better for everyone. But what Greene's really getting at with this law is that use wisdom and knowledge and legwork of other people to further your own causes. Collaborate and get people around you to help you. They'll like you more, and you'll have more help. Get others to work for you or with you, and you'll be more powerful. Law 8. Make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Think about this. The only way you can ever get someone to do something is if they want to do it. It's always better to make your opponent come to you, getting rid of his own plans, than to try to force him with brute force. Lure him in, make him think it was all his own idea, and you'll be much more powerful. If he thinks he wants to do it himself, he'll be a lot more motivated to help you, and a much better ally. Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. This is one of my favorite laws. Any tiny triumph you gain through argument isn't really anything. The resentment and ill will you stir up is stronger and lasts a hell of a lot longer than any tiny change of opinion. It's much more powerful to get others to agree with you with actions without saying a single word. Don't argue with someone about actions. Just do it, or don't do it at all. Arguing will just make everyone angrier. Keep quiet, don't fight, just do it, and you'll be a lot more powerful. Law 10. Infection. Avoid the unhappy and the unlucky. You can die from someone else's misery. Some people are really infectious, kind of like a disease. The unfortunate sometimes draw misfortune on themselves and end up spreading it to you. Associate with the happy and fortunate instead. A lot of times we assume someone miserable is like that because of circumstances or bad luck, but a lot of times they brought it on themselves. They'll drag you down with you too if you let them. Greene says we should avoid these people and try to focus on those who are happy, or at least trying to improve their lives. That way, we'll have better allies and be a lot more powerful. That's the first 10 laws of power from Robert Greene's 48 Laws of Power. What do you think is the most useful to you? Like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. And like always, thanks for watching.
He's back on fire, got my rims and my drop top spinning. Cool story, bro. House worth more than $1 million. Cool story, bro. Girl hotter than Jessica Simpson. Cool story, bro. This the hardest thing you heard in a minute. Cool story, bro. Yeah, I'm working out too. I said I train insane, like Goku, homie. I said I'm training insane. No, but